Good morning, everyone. This is Colette Marie. It is Sunday, January 31st. So, as promised, here I am going over the 7 energy centers. Got my reading glasses ready to go. So again, I'm just going to reiterate the name of the book to which I am referring. The name of the book is Your 7 Energy Centers, A Holistic Approach to Physical, Emotional, and Spiritual Vitality by Elizabeth Clare Prophet. And I refer to her writings and teachings often. I have a number of her books on my bookshelf. So why am I going over the 7 energy centers? Well, first of all, it's the beginning of a new year. It is to help us to find some perspective and understanding pertaining to the various events which have taken place over the course of, perhaps the past 30 days, 60, 90 days, maybe the year, perhaps the last 4 years, perhaps in your last however many years you've been living on this planet. I'm not sure. But usually at the beginning of every new year, I do an assessment on my life, which then I review areas of my life, such as relationships, work, home, family, health, finances, and then I will, from that point, kind of do a projection of things, of those areas, based on what I need to do to make changes that are for the benefit of me, myself, and everyone around me. But I have to also sort of do a checks and balances with my energy centers, which is why I kind of comb through these things for myself, thereby sharing the information with you. So the third energy center that we are discussing today, or that I am sharing with you today, is the Solar Plexus Energy Center. It kind of felt, this is how much I read. This book, it's just kind of falling apart. So just giving you a little bit of something to look at here. Kind of giving you a little bit of a physical diagram of where things correspond, how things correspond with one another. So the Solar Plexus Energy Center is pretty self-explanatory. Solar plexus, abdomen, right in the digestive area. It is the area which corresponds to, again, digestive system and liver and the pancreas. The positive expression of this energy center is peace, brotherhood, or sisterhood, selfless service, right desire, balance, harmlessness. The unbalanced expression is anger, agitation, fantasism, aggression, egoism, overindulgence, fear, anxiety, passivity. That's a lot. So the saying goes, I get that gut feeling, like I can feel it in my gut, that X, Y, and Z is going to happen, or that X, Y, and Z had happened, or that you have a feeling about someone or something. That gut feeling, that comes from your solar plexus energy center, which is great. We all have it. We're all built with these things. So as I'm looking at my phone, I'm just going to keep track of time so I don't go too far off on tangents. We all have these feelings. We all come equipped with these intuitions. And intuition of our gut tells us things. The butterfly feeling, the little impulses you get when you feel a way. That could be fear related or it could be love related. You know, the way someone that you find attraction to when you're around them, you might get that feeling of um, butterflies or whatever, right? And the same goes for the feeling of fear, you know, anxiety, right in there. It's like it disrupts your digestive system. Stress of fear of something or worry of something can get right into the gut and cause a lot of stuff. I know. I'm speaking from experience um, about an individual that was the um, what do you call it? I don't want to say culprit, but the focus of such energy in my gut, which caused me to have digestive problems um, pretty frequently, regularly, which for me that's problematic. So that was a sign. So all of that to be said, your digestive system will tell you what's what. It'll tell you what's going on in your life, what you need to do or not do, um, what changes you need to make, uh, and you know maybe how you can start to address those issues in your life and take the necessary steps to get you out of a thing or a place or out of a relationship or out of a situation that is the cause of these things, because as long as you stay in them, they will continue to perpetuate and continue to ensue and just be a thematic thing in your life, like it's ongoing, it's constant. So you can't progress, you can't go from one point to the next point until you address those other things. You can't expect to receive some kind of blessing or manifest something or uh, move to the next rung on the ladder if you're not even dealing with the stuff that's there, because that you have to deal with. You have to face it. You have to go in gut first and like address the matter, somehow refine the resolution that's creative, that's productive, that's meaningful, that's helpful, and then you will have released yourself of the karmic baggage that might have come along with that situation. And then you can look forward to receiving the next blessing, manifest the next thing, and move up the rung in the ladder. Uh, all of that to be said. So your body will tell you what's going on, and this is a very powerful energy center in and of itself that you can't deny it, because there's more of a sensational feeling with it. There's a more of a physiological reaction, more so than I believe to be that of the reproductive and the solar plexus, which has to do with, you know, your part of the reproductive stuff, and then the rest of it is sort of the excretional points of your urinary and digestive system. Uh, there is stagnation in reproductive, could result in infertility, could result in urinary issues, could result in other uh, uh, colon uh, issues. But the digestive is direct. For me, I can feel it. I can feel in my gut what's going on, what's wrong and what's right. It's a gut feeling. So I trust that feeling. I trust it. I know. If I'm around someone, I get a weird thing, and I'm like, oh, something's not right with that individual. If they got something going on, I'm gonna just limit my interaction with them, because whatever stank they have on them, I don't need it rubbing off on me. So I'm gonna just maintain a barrier and a space for which I can function, and they are where they are, and I don't feel like I have to then absorb their stuff. But that's me. And similarly, they could be feeling a way about me. You know, maybe they feel a bad juju feeling about me, perhaps, whatever they got going on is alerting them to something about myself. Maybe I'm not checking something that I need to look into about my own psyche, where I'm at, that could be felt by someone else. You know, I'm not perfect. You know, we all have our issues. So solar plexus is pretty clear. I think that that's an undeniable sensation, feeling, physiological response to things. And it's good. It's good that we have that feeling. So with that in mind, solar plexus, do not be afraid to address them. It's like, get ahead of it, get in front of it, get in front of the thing. You know, don't do it in a negative mental space. Do it in a content mental space. Because if you do things out of emotion or a reaction, the outcome is not going to be very clear for you. It's not going to be that great. It's going to be very short-lived. All right, so give it some thought, think about it, whatever you're going through right now, whatever's happening in your life, whatever situation you're in, person that you're with, at work, school. You know, again, I keep mentioning and referencing politics, but there's still a civil unrest, and really the unrest, it's not so much that it's external, it's internal. The unrest is in the mind, most specifically. It's in the mind. Our unrest comes from within. Then it has an outward effect. It then has to be carried out externally. And that can be in a collective affair, or it can be an individual affair. So if you're surrounding yourself with people that are externally reflecting their inner unrest, and you're commiserating with them and feeling validation from them, and they're co-signing for your thing and you're co-signing for theirs, that's not helping you, and certainly is not helping them. Nobody's helping each other in that sort of way of functioning. You would be better off detaching yourself from those people and really doing the inner work and addressing the issues that you have a hard time wanting to address, and doing the work to correct those issues in your own mental sphere, rather than to feel validation in your tribe, because that's all negative. So you don't want a negative tribe. The whole tribe thing, I get it, it's great, it has its uses, but sometimes, more often than not, the tribal mentality is askew if the tribal mentality is unhealthy. So if you're in an unhealthy tribe, it's not that great. It's not great. It could be better. So I would abandon the tribe, focus on yourself, do the individual work. Then you start attracting like-minded people. You start attracting people that are doing the work too. Then you start working collectively, and that can be the tribe without calling it the tribe. It's just a group of people that you connect with and vibe with at that level, which is great. But even still, even in that, you got to check yourself. Make sure that you're not adding to the noise of someone else's issues in the group. You know, deal with yourself. Contribute positively, but deal with yourself most specifically. Okay, that's my spiel. Next week, we're going to talk about the heart chakra, heart energy center. Kind of give you a little bit of a viewing here, right? So we'll talk about this next week. And thanks for tuning in. And I apologize if there's some fuzziness with the video. There's a conflicting light sources here going on, as you can see. All right. Have a great Sunday. Namaste.